Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? Guess what? It's showtime. Isn't that exciting? Yes, this is an unusually long intro, because it is one of the most important days of the year. It is Tuesday, but more importantly, it is August 11th, 2015. Happy birthday to Tasteless, my brother! It's birthday. I think he's turning 31! Whoa! Nick's basically ancient, like seriously. He can like grant 5 health or draw 2 cards. He is 31, and oh my god, he has never been more handsome, has he? Happy birthday to you, Nick. Mwah. There's a game coming to you on Steam. I told you this already via, just telling you. But I'm also telling my viewers, which should then circle back to you, reminding you of how thoughtful I am. See how good that is? Birthdays are not just about gift giving, they're about covering bases, you know what I mean? You told me you haven't had a birthday like that, where the birthday's coming along and you're like, oh, I do like them, but I'm not really feeling inspired this year. I gotta get him something, though. Oh, God. Here's a shirt. Don't worry, we've all been there. So what else exciting is happening? I'm gonna be playing a Mech Druid today. Oh! There's been some Mech Druids throughout time. Shoulder's a little sore. Get a little bit of that out of there. There we go. There's been a couple Mech Druids that are in there, and I think every Mech Druid has the same core. We got Cogmaster, Annoyatron, Mech Warper, Spider Tank, one or two Tinkertown Technicians, because it's sometimes possible to not have a way to trigger it, so I understand that. But definitely 2 piloted Shredders, definitely Dr. Boom. This is pretty standard for the mechs. Now, because we're playing Druid, there's some other pieces that are pretty standard that I think make sense for this. Double Force of Nature, double Savage Roar, come on, you know why. Also, double Ancient of Lore, so a sort of reasonable core is there that makes sense. There's a couple interesting things that this deck does. This is not mine, of course, I get a lot of my decks from HearthStone. 1 Druid of the Claw. There's more on the lower end of things. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 Innervates, yeah. I've also seen people not always including 2 Keeper that Grows, but this makes sense, right, to keep the aggression on. I'll probably play this on turn 4 to deal face damage, just to have something on the board. There's a few other pieces that are interesting. A Power of the Wild, a Haunted Creeper, a single one, and a single Starfire, which I'm real excited to see how this works. So this is basically a mech combo druid with a few extra assorted pastries, and I gotta be really honest, I'm not sure about this Wrath. I saw this in the deck. I feel like it would be better to run more dudes, like a second Haunted Creeper, maybe even a second Power of the Wild. I'm not a fan of, in mech decks, running too many spells. I just think it's better to have the dudes. Either way, I have not played Hearthstone since, wow, rank 14. I have not played Hearthstone since the last show. Where is he? Mecha Man. Because on Thursday night, I didn't do a show. On Friday, I didn't do a show. And then on Monday, against my will, I didn't do a show. Because on Thursday night, I flew up to Seattle to have a real day off, doing a little bit of Seattling. Ooh, I went to Seattle. I have a lot of friends who are up there. Like everyone I know and really like either lives in LA or Seattle. So it's like, yeah, Seattle, I haven't been there in a while. I'm super excited to do that. I think I want to hold on to the Keeper since we're against do I want to hold on to it? Ooh, that's a tough question. I think I'm going to do it. Let me come over to here real fast because I have some windows here that I don't want to show. There we go.
My greetings.
So I went up to Seattle.
Well met.
Hanging out, meeting some friends. All good in the hood. And then I had a friend message me on Friday night being like, hey dude, I'm up in Seattle, how have you been? I'm like, well, I'm in Seattle, right? And then I hung out with my, like, one of the greatest humans ever, Rob. So awesome to see Rob. I had another friend be like, hey, I have extra VIP tickets to the International. And I thought the International finals were on Sunday, because they have in the past. And it's even been on a Monday, right? So I had, like, all the reason in the world to be like, oh, dude, well, it for sure is not going to be on Saturday. And then it turns out the finals were on Saturday, and I was like, well, when you only put good cards in your deck. So I was like, oh my god, I'm going to go to the International. So I got VIP tickets. Oh, it was awesome. And that is one of the awesomest things that I have ever done in my life, with my life, going to the International. Just inspiring. So I had a great weekend up to that point. Yeah, that's right. I had this amazing weekend up to that point. Sunday, I go to the airport, and they just... Southwest just says, hey, we just bumped you from your flight. You don't get to go on your flight at all.
Safeguard.
To the face. Yeah, do you realize how annoying that is? Like, and I get the logic of it. They overbook flights because a lot of people don't show up, so it's a way to sort of hedge against that bullshit. That is so dumb. God, that is not cool. That's not cool. Hold on, let me... God, that is so dumb. It is so derpy and schnurpy. Let's draw the cards. Look, it's a mini Dr. Boom. Tight. So I get the logic of overbooking, where they won't be able to fill up the flight entirely, so they may as well do all this stuff. Like, yeah, I like, conceptually, I recognize what's occurring. We're winning real soon. But what's annoying is that if you get bumped from the flight because you showed up and bought a ticket that was confirmed, but they just don't let you on the plane. If that happens, if that is the case, they are overbooking all the flights, so you don't have a good flight to get onto, because they're not going to put you on a flight that's overbooked. They'll only put you on a flight that is available. I'm a druid. I'm a druid. Hello.
For the wild.
Just be my cat, my victory cat. So, I had a ticket to fly from 2 p.m. on Sunday to land at 4 p.m. at San Jose International. Or San Jose, I don't know if it's international. Maybe it goes to Canada, so it's international. So they would not fly me from Seattle to San Jose. Instead, they would only put me on a flight at 7 a.m. the next morning that would go all the way down to San Diego, and then I'd have to hang there for a little while, and then I'd fly from San Diego back up to Seattle. So I basically just missed my Sunday night playtest and missed all of Monday at work. Like... So it's sort of, And I mean, they write you a check for 4 times the ticket cost, which in this case wound up being $1,200. So that's pretty cool.
Your soul shall be mine.
Like, part of me wants to feel like, is that okay? And you know what? No, like, I honestly would have very much so preferred to just go home. I'd rather just go home. Oh my god, we have the play going on right here. And so I missed my Monday show, I missed all my day at work, you know. See, this is PD Farsight is like, come on, you can't complain now. 1,200, yeah, that's a lot of money. Like, this is where I get in one of these like, I like don't really know what to think or how to feel sort of things. I think I'll just play out both. Is that like, okay, so I plan my budget pretty proper, and then I don't really spend very much more money. So like nothing new happens because of that, because it's 1,200 for me. Like it's just gonna go into a saving account and just be there. So that's good, but it's not like the feeling of like, oh my god, I've been needing that car repair, so now I get to do that, right? There's nothing. I think what I need to do is I need to splurge. I think that's really what I'm saying, is that I need to decide on something to just be like, whoa, what's $1,200? Let me invent something, a new need. Like, you know what? What's a really sweet... That's really sweet. What's a really sweet thing? Like maybe... Is there a comic series I don't own? Like, maybe I need to get the rest of 100 Bullets and the rest of Invincible. Maybe that's what I need to do. Spend 1,200 on the Grand Tournament cards. There's a thought. There's a thought. I think we're in good shape. I think this is Handlock, Sir Jacobas. 60-inch 4K 3D TV. Cerebral says, come visit Canada. I just might. Get a flight, get overbooked. Dude, the Lady Jan. Amazing Jan. Exceptional and amazing Jan. Hello, cat. Hello, smitten kitten. Do I want to buff it? Is this right? Bang. Boom. Bang. This is kind of a cool card to have here. I like this. Buy 1/10 of a Black Lotus. Damn. Ruthless. Buy another box for the cats. Hey. I don't dislike that idea at all. I like the kitties. So I can go hit. No, I think this is probably better to do... Okay, first I'm going to do this, like a responsible netizen. Whoosh. Boom. Well, that helps. So yeah, overall though, one of the best weekends I've had in so long. Just awesome. Friday was awesome. Saturday, the International, was awesome. Sunday and whatever day, fuck it. Awesome. Overall, just freaking awesome. I think it's okay for me to do this and to just keep building board presence. I think that's okay. Just to really hurt him, because I mean, if he's hand-locky, which it looks like he is, having just, you know, 5 cards in hands, especially on these later turns when I'm going to be getting more momentum, that sucks. God, the International was so... amazing! Oh, Lemo! Look at, hey, I think you got a good bill. Oh. Oh, man. Don't siphon me. Meh. What you gonna do? Ooh. Don't hit my bomb. Yeah. That feels good. It feels really like I have a positive sensation about this. gonna just hit. Hit and don't give a damn, I think is what I'm doing. The sickest balance of all time. Ion, Calhand, Grey Voice, the Bard, HS, and Gropematron. Welcome to the party, my friend. I think this is what I want to do.
For the wild.
Because I can... He's gonna hit, and then I'm gonna kill and clear. I mean, he's very close to being dead. Very, very close. Ooh, Tori says, Sean, it's been a while since you had a massage. Maybe it's time to get another one. That's it. That's what I gotta do. I have to get a massage. That's it. Utori, God, I'm so glad you're here, because that's exactly what I need to do.
Shields.
Ow, this jerk. Alright, so that's good. Let's do it. So I'm gonna hit like this,
For the wild.
and then that, and then this. And then it doesn't matter which one I do. I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go like that. I think that was overall a good turn. It's good. It's good stuff. But the International is just so inspiring to see, like, players that good being that good. And to, like, get the strategy. Speaking of strategy, I'm a druid, and I have one. I have one strategy.
For the wild.
Found my strat. God, it is so amazing. Such an amazing thing. He might just Jiraxis, you know.
You face Jiraxis, Eladon Lord of the Burning Legion.
That does suck. It does suck a little bit. That does suck.
Where shall I strike?
To the face! Oh, I can hit him and return to the face and hit him. And then swipe. There's the play. We did our best. We did our best. The honest truth of that move is that I thought I had 18. That's what was really going on there. That's the truth. That's the honest truth of how we got in the situation we got in today. Oh my god! But very well.
Well played.
We always got it. We always got it.
For the wild.
Look at that. Look at that horse. What's my new quest? Do I get a new one? What are the other quests I have? I hate the spectate one. Druid or Rogue victory. I think we can accomplish this. Of course we win. We're a mech man. God, I mean, like, one thing that I think is so cool about Dota 2 is stacking of creeps. I think that is the coolest thing. Oh my god, I think creep stacking is awesome.
Versus Thrall.
Oh.
For Doomhammer, I must protect the wild.
So I think I pitched this. Right, see, this is why I don't even think I want Wrath in this deck, because I'd rather get a dude, right? Right? It's a shot. Maybe I keep it. I don't know. I don't Okay, here's the thing I think that creep stacking is cool. So first of all, so a MOBA, or an arts, or a hero brawler, or whatever name the marketing team's working with this century, I think I'd love that. I think I'd love one of these. In the game, there are 3 lanes. And, you know, I think most people know about the minion tug-of-war minions flowing out, running into each other, send your hero up there to try to kill the minions to make you more powerful and to push forward. We're against a mech man. Oh, very well. There is also a jungle. Now, if you've played League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm, I'll use Heroes of the Storm as the example. The jungle is the non-lane area where there's some dudes who just hang out in what is commonly known as a camp. So, you got your dude, he's hanging out in the camp. By the way, we're gonna hurt this nerd, we're gonna hit him, or we're gonna quit him. Ah, I think I know what I want to do though. I'm gonna hit like this. Bang! Oh shit, no battle cries, huh? Look at that.
For the wild.
So the camps, the dude's just hanging there. And here's the way that camps work. When you kill them, after every member of that camp is dead, in Here's the Storm at least, a timer begins. And when that timer hits 0, the camp respawns, right? Makes total sense. Like if something had a 3-minute respawn, you would absolutely expect, how do I want to do this one?
Where shall I strike?
I think that's the one. If I have a 3-minute respawn, you would think that when the last person of the camp is killed off, 3 minutes later, poof! Another one appears from the shadows. Very weak play by him, I think.
I must safeguard you. For the wild.
I wonder how many nerds this is ruining his hand. See, and Dota 2 does not work in the typical way with camps. It's not that you kill the camp, timer begins, and then they pop up. Instead, here's how it works. And this is like a glitch from the times of old. The game essentially asks, is there anyone nearby? By like, is there anyone nearby the camp? And if the answer is no, no one within this area by the camp, spawn a new camp. And it does it at fixed times. So like at the end of every minute, if you hit one of the dudes at the camp, the whole camp will follow you, it'll do this check and go, I don't see anyone here, and it'll spawn a new pack, and if you keep running away, the dudes that you drew away will return back. So you've stacked a camp. That's what camp stacking is. How do I want to do this? I think I pop. I can also do Power of the Wild, but I think I'm gonna hold on to this.
Time waits for no one.
I think that's what I want to do.
Feel nature's
Pop. And just wait. I think that's right. So that's what creep stacking is, or camp stacking, or jungle stacking, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So the answer is, why would you stack them like that? Okay, tight. Ash brown, tight. Oh, huh, that's interesting. I'll tell you why in just a second. Let me do some counting. So I would need to... Okay, so if I do this...
Feel nature's wrath. Feel nature's wrath.
I think this is right.
Fix anything.
I did it! I did the turn.
Well played.
So, In Dota 2, you stack these camps because you have characters called carries, which I'm sure many people know about, which are champions that are really strong in the late game if they have enough gold to get the items that they need. So what you can do is you can have your support stack camps in the jungle, and then you can say to the carry, okay, come here, kill off all these jungle camps, get a shitload of gold, and win the damn video game, right? I'm a druid, this is what we do. This is how we play. And it's really cool. And here's the reason that fundamentally I think that creep stacking is cool. First of all, it creates this vulnerability in the process of creating the stacks. So if like you're a support, you're there trying to make sure your carry's alive. So first of all, just leaving your carry alone is a judgment call. Is he safe? Can I step away? So you do this. Then the fact that you are a support wandering around in the jungle, now that is an opportunity for the opponent to come in and possibly snipe that guy, because conceivably he is one of the weaker characters on your team, right? This is just an opportunity that arises as a result of it. Then once you have stacked the camps, and it's a big pile of money there, this is another potential target for your opponents to come in and invade. And I don't remember which game it was in one of the earlier rounds of the International, where some guy died in the far bottom right, and the enemy just swept into the jungle to something that had like 2 or 3 stacks on it, and just got all that. And you know, Toby was like, "Oh, lost all that gold. Oh, the enemy, need to be more careful." Like, that's such a critical character. Super cool. It's so cool. I think that that's like really cool, the way that all those things emerge from that. And as someone who's not a super Dota 2 player, hopefully I have represented your game properly. 'Tis always a fear to represent a game poorly. Let's listen to some music. And when we return, we're going to continue to win only and exclusively, and because we're the best.